You have received a copyright strike. Now, what do you do? Now, the first thing you want to do is to carefully examine the strike notice to understand the specific material that was copyrighted. So most times when you get a copyright strike, there's always the material in your video that sparked up that strike. So you want to first of all check, examine the strike, know where the strike is coming from, know the material you used in your video that caused the strike, and the reason for the claim. Okay. Now the next thing will be to check your content. Hey baby, good morning. Yeah. Did you speak well? Now the next thing will be to check your content. You want to identify the infringing portion of your video. The portion, sometimes it's not the entire video, sometimes it's like a portion of the video, right? Maybe it could be a copyrighted music, it could be a footage, it could be any other thing, right? You want to carefully examine it, right? And then you want to remove it immediately, right? Now there are several things you can do after removing it. You want to wait it out. After removing it, copyright strikes expire like after 90 days, right? So if this is your first strike, you need to complete YouTube copyright school. There's this YouTube copyright school that they send you to after you've after they've given you a strike. Now, if that is your first strike, you will go to copyright school, right? And after you finish copyright school, you're just going to wait for the strike to go away after 90 days. Now, another thing you can do is to request a retraction of that strike. So, for example, let me read over here. You can contact the copyright owner and politely ask them to retract their claim. So, normally when YouTube sends you a copyright strike, right, they will tell you the person who has requested that strike. Now you can send that person a message and just politely ask the person to retract the claim so that it will not affect your channel, especially if you're that person that has gotten not one but 2 copyright strikes. Because this is often the quickest way to resolve the issue, especially if you've removed the content. If you've removed the content, some of the content creators are approachable and you can speak to them to remove it. Now, another thing you can do is you can file a counter notification, and what this is if you believe that it is a mistake or your use falls under the fair use and all of that, you can file a counter notification to YouTube. This takes a little time, but it's a more complex process as well, and it requires careful consideration. So if you are sure, you have to be sure that your use falls under fair use. You have to be sure that the claim is a mistake, that the content belongs to you, right? Then you can file a counter notification. Now you want to take action after. The first thing is to remove the infringing content. Like I said, immediately remove it. Edit the video or just delete it entirely. The first day I got a strike, I deleted it entirely. Right? Now, the next thing is you want to contact the copyright owner, like I've said, to resolve it, and then learn from the experience. Learn from the experience in such a way that you do not do it again. Use only original content. Create your own content. All right. Understand copyright laws. You want to educate yourself a lot with copyright laws. Every time I try to read as much as I can about copyright laws, because getting copyright strike for 3 times it automatically deletes your channel, and you don't want to do that. Okay, so utilize copyright free music like Epidemic Music. I use Epidemic Music now, guys, and I will be linking them in the description box. Go download Epidemic Music, because first of all, they're cheap, and second of all, they have an amazing library of music. And then you attach your YouTube name to their their safe whatever, such that you can monetize that video. All right, the video that you use epidemic sound on can be monetized, and I tried it in one of my videos like that, and I will keep on using them in all of my videos. So you can try epidemic sounds. Is amazing. You can monetize every video you use epidemic sound with, and I'm going to be linking them in the description box, because that is one of the most reasons people get copyright strikes, because of the music, right? Because of the music. So when you put it, and I had said in previous videos that if you even download copyright free music, right, from YouTube, and you use them, they're copyright free, but a lot of times, even though you don't get a strike for that and they're allowed to be used on YouTube, you will not get paid for that video. The video cannot be monetized. So now let me tell you the difference between a warning and a strike. Sometimes you get a warning, other times you get a strike. Now, a warning is a less serious. A warning is issued when the YouTube content ID system detects that you have copyright content in your video. The same one, you know, when you're uploading your videos, it goes through the YouTube copyright system, right? So when YouTube detects that you have a copyrighted item in your video, it automatically sends you a warning. Right now, when you get a warning, understand that the owner has not taken action. Immediately you get a warning, a copyright warning, I'm begging you, that is the moment you need to delete that video so that it does not become a strike. Because when you delete the video, right, a claim cannot be filed against you, and that way you cannot be given a strike. All right, so immediately you get a warning. Usually a warning does not have any immediate impact on your video. Your video remains up. For some of it, you can even still monetize it and all of that. But if you continue to use copyrighted content, you could now receive a strike, especially if you've gotten a warning. So when you get a warning, especially for any video, go ahead and delete it. Now, a strike is a more serious one. The strike is the one you get after the owner of this content has now filed a claim, a complaint, right, with YouTube against your video. Now, the video will be removed from YouTube, and then you will get a strike. Right now, the channel suspension, 3 strikes within a 90-day period can lead to your channel being suspended. So if within 3 months you get 3 strikes, maybe you've posted 3 different videos and you've gotten warnings about those 3 videos, right? And you don't delete the videos, and then the owners of those videos now file a complaint against you, you're going to get 3 strikes. And that could lead to your channel being suspended. Strikes can also affect your ability to monetize your channel. Sometimes it can get your channel totally demonetized, like fully demonetized. So try to always be careful. Now, how to avoid copyright issues and all these strikes? I've told you the first one is to use copyright free music. There are many websites and platforms, but my favorite right now is the Epidemic Sound. Go ahead and use those ones. Royalty free music. Images and videos, please get permission. If you want to use a copyrighted content, obtain permission from the copyright owner. Don't just go and use somebody's video like that, right? Be mindful of fair use. I know a lot of people say fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use, but do you even know the laws surrounding fair use, right? So fair use allows you to use copyrighted material under certain circumstances, but it is a complex legal issue that a lot of people don't know. They just come in and say, oh, fair use, fair use, fair use. I'm using fair use, but you do not even know the legal issues and complexities surrounding it. So you have to be careful. Use YouTube's content ID tool. I don't know if everybody has the content ID tool. I feel like when you're monetized, that's when you get the content ID tool. But the tool can help you identify and address potential copyright issues before they escalate. Okay. Anyway, in all, I want you to always continue to create original content, use copyrighted free materials from places like Epidemic Sound, especially, which I'll be linking in the description box. And that way you should be able to avoid all of these things. Anyway, guys, if you found this video helpful as I have, kindly hit that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.